Derek Chauvin is on his way to prison. This time, it's federal prison. A judge today sentenced the former Minneapolis police officer to more than 20 years after Chauvin pleaded guilty to civil rights violations. He will serve the sentence at the same time as his 22.5-year state sentence for murdering George Floyd. Chauvin did speak in court, and while he did not apologize for his actions, he did have a message to the victims, to the families of his victims, rather. WCCO's Esme Murphy was in the courtroom for today's sentencing. She joins us live. A lot happened, Esme.
Absolutely, Aaron. Good evening. George Floyd's brother, Philonis, emerged from this sentencing angry about the length of the sentence and very angry about what Derek Chauvin had to say in the courtroom. Also angry and very disappointed, 18-year-old John Pope. His case was also part of this sentencing. Derek Chauvin has admitted to beating Pope when he was just 14 years old with a flashlight and also kneeling on his neck for 15 minutes. Pope says he was angry also about the sentence and also what Chauvin had to say. Now, George Floyd's brother in court said, quote, "I haven't had a real sleep because of the nightmares I constantly have hearing my brother beg for his life over and over." John Pope, when it was his turn to speak to the court, said, "The day Derek Chauvin abused his authority changed my life. I thought I breathed my last breath." Chauvin, when he had a chance to speak, did not apologize, but he gave what families said afterwards were meaningless statements. He said to Pope, quote, "I hope you have a good relationship with your mother and sister, and I hope you have a good education." That was it. That's all he said to John Pope. And to the Floyd family, Chauvin said, "I wish them all the best in their life and have excellent guidance in becoming great adults." Apparently a comment aimed at Floyd's young daughter and other children in the family. Both Philonis, Floyd, John Pope, and John Pope's attorney all blasted Derek Chauvin for his comments.
Just doesn't feel like he put much thought into it.
It didn't make any sense, really. I mean, I didn't hear any contrition. I didn't hear any real understanding of what he did to either George Floyd or a 14-year-old boy.
I'm looking for closure, and I want to know why. That's what I want to know, why.
Now, Carolyn Palenti, Derek Chauvin's mother, actually came and spoke in his support, saying he is not a racist, that he is a good person, and that he has gotten cards and letters from supporters from all over the world. She also asked the judge sentence him to a prison that is close to Minnesota so she can come visit her son. That is not up to the judge. That decision is up to the Bureau of Prisons about exactly where Derek Chauvin will be serving his sentence.
Yeah, and we'll keep an eye on that. Esme, I have to ask you, because you were, physically in the courtroom and we couldn't have cameras in there, so you saw that initial reaction from the Floyd family or Chauvin's mother. Anything stand out to you?
They're upset. I mean, they are very upset. They thought they would get the answer or an apology at least, and they're also furious about the sentence. They wanted at least 25 years, and if not, they wanted longer than that. So they are frustrated and angry about what happened here today.
All right. Esme Murphy, thank you so much. 3 other former officers found guilty of violating George Floyd's civil rights have yet to be sentenced in federal court. Thomas Lane also pleaded guilty to state charges. Tu Tao and J. Alexander King still face their state trial this fall. We want to take a closer look at Chauvin's sentence and what it could mean for the other 3 former officers. So let's bring in attorney Joe Tamburino. He's a criminal defense attorney not affiliated with this case. Joe, thanks for helping us out here. Let's just start with Chauvin's sentence. It runs at the same time as his state sentence. So bottom line here, people want to know how much time he has left to serve in federal prison.
Yes, it runs at the same time. It's called a concurrent sentence. The federal sentence is a little over 20 years, which means he will serve 17 years for the federal conviction. The state sentence is a little over 22 years, which means he will serve 15 years for the state conviction. Bottom line, he will serve 17 years at a federal facility.
Yeah. Joe, we have to ask you about the other 3 ex-officers. We did get an indication from the judge today, who will also sentence them, about how he feels about the whole situation. He called Chauvin out for essentially ruining their lives, and that was very telling to you.
I agree. It was very telling because here's why. What the judge said was that Mr. Chauvin, based on what he did, ruined the lives of the 3 co-defendants. So that's a very good sign for the co-defendants sentencing, because if you read in between the lines, what the judge is basically saying, look, but for your actions, these 3 other guys would not have been in this kind of a situation. So I think it's a positive sign for the other 3 defendants.
Yeah, you're feeling good if you're their attorney. And to be clear, the judge had harsh words, but did not give the harshest sentence he could have today, right, Joe?
That's correct. He had between 20 and 25 years, and he gave slightly over 20 years. So as you can see, between the 2 ends, he gave him a more lenient sentence than what he could have done.
All right. And the family a little upset with that. Joe, thank you. Stick with WCCO and CBS News Minnesota for continuing coverage of the upcoming sentence for the other 3 former officers.